Hi guys, today I have my March update for my Pen Palette challenge. So it's been 3 months, and as you can see from my thumbnail, I have two little palettes that I've been working on this year. So first I have this Quint from Wet n Wild. This is in the color Smoke and Matte Rose. This is a kind of dusty pink color themed little palette. I do really enjoy this palette. And as you can see, I hit pan on 3 shades, so that's really exciting. This is definitely a very powdery palette, and I think pretty much every time I used it, I hit pan on something. So that was kind of crazy, even though I didn't use it much this month, but because I already had decent dips in each of those shades, so I think when I used them, they just hit pan naturally. I actually hit pan on those two first. So this one is kind of a darker cranberry shade. I use it to deepen my outer corners, and I just have a little pan, and I don't expect that pan to go a lot larger anytime soon. And then this one is a light pink shade. It's very shimmery. I usually just use it on my lids all over, and I'm quite surprised I hit pan on that one because I don't think I used it much before last update either. So it's kind of a surprise, but definitely a good surprise. And then this one is the latest that I hit pan. Actually, I didn't use this very much at all because I just use this as a transition shade. And I do have another transition shade that I'm working on from my other palette, so I just barely touched this one. I think this one is a big surprise to me, but because I hit pan, I was quite excited. So I used it a few more times after that, and I was able to expand the pan just by a little bit. And I'm pretty confident that I didn't touch this medium gray shade at all. It's just not something I've been feeling lately. I think I probably would save it for later if I feel it. And this gold shade, it's really pretty, but I kind of didn't touch it either because I, for some reason, just want to work on my Lancome palette first. I think this palette, I didn't use it much, but I do have good progress, so I'm really happy about it. Now let me give you some pictures of my progress. So the next palette is my Lancome palette. This one, I'm pretty sure it's a gift with purchase little palette that they gave out, and it has 7 shades inside. It doesn't really have a name, it just says it's color design, and each shade has its own individual name, but I'm not even sure which one is which. The way it's written here is not very clear. Regardless, last time I had 2 pans already. The 2 shades that I hit pan on last time, one is called Positive, the other one is called Wave. I'm not sure which one is which, but I did have pretty big size pan in them, and I repressed them, and I actually was able to finish them. So you can see now those 2 are both gone, and you can see that I have 2 more pans, so that's really exciting. I had those pans for maybe a week now, and I wasn't able to expand them a whole lot even though I've been using them a whole lot. Those colors are a lot more densely packed compared to the Wet n Wild one, so I think the progress will go kind of slower. So I actually have both of those shades on my eyelids today. I just used this pink all over and then concentrated this champagne shade more like the inner a third of my lids. They're not very pigmented colors, so they don't really show up a lot. So I'm not like really inspired by them because how not pigmented they are. And this one right here, actually I've been using it a ton because I use that as a transition shade. This is also what I use on my lids today, so those 3 shades are pretty much my go-to for everyday look now. But this one you can barely even see the dent now because it's really just really densely packed in it. And those 2 shades, I haven't touched them a whole lot. I sometimes use them to put in my outer V to just deepen up the look a little bit. I use this darker shimmery shade a little bit in my outer V. I don't think it's very obvious, but that's how I've been using those 2. Not a whole lot, but I think I probably would eventually use this darker matte brown shade to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm not too worried about this shade, but I do have to hurry up and start using this one now. So right now, let me give you some pictures of my progress again. So overall, I think this month I had really good progress on both palettes. I totally hit pan on 5 more shades and I finished 2. So that's really great, and I have 5 shades that I don't have any pan in them yet. And I think it's probably a little bit hard to hit pan on any of those 5 anytime soon. But I'm totally okay with that. I think this progress is definitely better than I thought. I'm really happy about this for the month of March, and hopefully I can use them a little bit more in the month of April. And I still want to concentrate on my Lancome palette a little bit more. Just like I said, I'm not very inspired by it. I want to push it out ASAP, and I am still very much enjoying my Wet n Wild palette. I think if I start using this, I wouldn't want to touch my Lancome one. So I think I would just want to work on the Lancome one just a little bit more. Anyways, like I said, I'm really happy about my progress, and hopefully I can do just as good in April. And if you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.